Welcome to the Wine Cage. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Amanda.
And on this gloriously pre-stormy summer's Sunday afternoon, we are drinking and reviewing. Would you like to read that?
Tyrrell's Rufus Stone Heathcote Shiraz from 2022.
And we won't bore you with the entire back label, but do you want to maybe just read the first paragraph of that back label?
Sure thing. In the year 1100, an errant arrow fired by Sir Walter Tyrrell, an ancestor of the Tyrrell family, killed King William Rufus II. Today, the site of this infamous accident is marked by the Rufus Stone.
Yeah, so these are meant to be uneducated wine reviews, but I lazily looked into this, which means that I read the first paragraph of a Wikipedia article about it. And so basically, the ancestor of this winemaker went on a hunting trip with the then king and accidentally shot him with an arrow. So the half-wit Baldric-like character that is the ancestor of this winemaker accidentally shot and killed a king on a hunting trip. Now, do you think that guy got to put the king's head like above his fireplace?
I hope so.
Or do you think something else happened to him for shooting the king on a hunting trip?
It's a good question. Yeah. Did you find out from reading the Wikipedia article?
Like I said, I read the first paragraph. No, I think a lot of the history is dubious. Apparently, none of this was even recorded until the 1500s, which means that probably none of it ever even happened. But on to other things. Now we've got a bit of Christmas action going here because it's December something now. What do you make of the wine label and graphic design? There's a lot more graphic design going on this one than there was on our last bottle. So hand over to your graphic design expertise to tell us about what's happening here.
I have to admit, this one doesn't excite me. It's a pretty ordinary looking wine label. Won a lot of medals. It's got some nice gold foil printing on it. The type is tasteful. It's tastefully laid out. You can't tell unless you look really closely, but there is a bit of spot gloss on the signature at the bottom there. This label probably cost a fair bit of money to make, but I can't say it excites me graphic design-wise. It's good. It's solid. It looks like a wine label, but you're not going to be writing at home about this one.
I like the label in that it looks kind of classy. It looks like the what do you call the badge of something? It looks like the crest of a private school that I could never have gone to. And so that makes me feel a little fancier as I get drunk. But that's the label. Now let's see how it smells and tastes. So this is a Shiraz from Victoria's Heathcote region, which I think is sort of famous for its heavy, gritty Shiraz reds, and color-wise and everything, it lives up to that. It's got a beautiful, what color would you call that? Like a deep magenta.
Yeah, it's very dark, almost black.
Yeah, it's got no pinkiness to it. It's just like a beautiful, deep purple. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and very sort of thick, syrupy kind of like consistency. All right, let's see how it smells. What do you think?
It smells pretty great.
It smells very good. It's very earthy, spicy. It's got
sweetness.
No sweetness, no sharpness. It's just got a real smooth, earthy, spicy kind of tone to it.
A little bit savoury, I might mention.
Yeah. We're going to have a taste of this now, and we'll be back in a moment to give you our thoughts. That's really good. That's a smooth, spicy, gritty Shiraz. There's not much to say about it. It doesn't have any harsh edges. It's, how would you say, it doesn't have any sort of super unique or interesting flavors to it. It's just exactly what you'd expect from a fairly inexpensive but quality Shiraz.
Yeah, it's got everything you want in a Shiraz. It doesn't have any bells or whistles, I guess I would say, but it's very nice.
Yeah. Another solid drinker. We're vegetarian, but, you know, this is the typical red that they would say goes with meat and those kinds of things. But for us, this would be beautiful with a pasta or a mock meat or a roast, something like that. Good Christmas wine. And it's got that fairly strong alcohol smell and taste. That's what I was going to say. When you're smelling it, it's fumey, but in a very satisfying way. So it's like you're half drinking wine and half smoking a pipe. And that's a plus to me. I can't remember what we spent on this, but we'll put it in the graphic in super that we put up for the wine bottle. But it was from Dan Murphy's, and this is a banger. I would definitely buy it again. So what do you think out of 10? We could have one more taste. If you like, I can go first this time. I think I would go as high as a 7.5 on this.
Funnily enough, I was going to say a 7.
Okay, so we're sort of flipped from our last one, but once again, we're in that 7 to 7.5 range. Value for money is amazing. I would not hesitate to pick this up if you can. So that is Tyrrell's Rufus Stone Heathcote Shiraz. And do you have anything else to say on this one?
Not tonight.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.